Hi everyone, Chelsea Decker here from TeenyChelsea.com. Glad that you're here today. Today I want to talk about some fundamental things that keep all things going within mom, wife, life. Because the whole purpose of my channel is to really help women, primarily women, understand their role as mom and wife and ultimately becoming their own business owner or even just drinking their coffee alone, right? So finding the time. Couldn't we all use a little bit more time? So in today's video, I want to show you some basic things that are systems in our house that I wouldn't be able to survive without them. And what allows me to create the time that I have. So I'm going to show you some stuff that I have. This is a written calendar. Yes, I still do a written calendar. Why? I like physical, tangible things. Even though we live in a beautiful world where we have all this awesome technology and everything, I still like physical things. I'm a very physical person in the essence of I like to be able to hold my calendar. I like to be able to post it in my kitchen. That's where it is at, so that it's accessible for not just myself, but for my husband as well. And ultimately our children. I mean, our oldest is only 4, so she doesn't really need to be paying attention to this. She's not doing extracurricular activities and all that fun stuff yet. So she'll eventually need that. Another thing is, I'll take it off my clipboard so you can see the title, but this thing right here, okay, this is gold. Why? When you're able to write out what you're responsible for, you then can take that responsibility and you can lessen the amount of time it takes to do a responsibility, okay? So for instance, laundry. Everybody has to do it, right? You want clean clothes? You gotta wash the clothes. Now, how long does it take you to do the laundry, right? And the goal is if it's taking you 10 hours a week to do X amount of baskets or something, right? You want to lessen the amount of time that it takes you to do that. So for instance, for my laundry, what I do is I do mine throughout the week. I don't have a designated day. That's just laundry. I do it whenever it fits. As soon as I have something that's ready to be washed, like a full load, throw it in. Because I also want to be smart about my resources too, right? I don't want to be doing half loads for things. So that's kind of a brief summary of my laundry. It's definitely more detailed than that. But what I can recommend is that you go to my website and you look at my free written course, which I talk about this in that course. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Then, on a more specific point, I have my daily schedule. Do I have to look at this every day anymore? No. Why? Because it's a routine. It takes 21 days to create a habit and a lifetime to maintain it. So once I have something implemented, I don't necessarily need the physical and literal copy to always reference. However, I will reference it if I feel myself slipping. So if I'm no longer doing X, Y, and Z, okay, I will go back and I will look at my paper and I will say, am I or am I not doing this? And what do I need to get back on track on? So it's a measurable way I can determine whether or not I am achieving the certain tasks that need to be accomplished, which is, I think, essential within operating your own systems, right? It's detrimental that you're able to recalibrate yourself and get back to where you need to be in order to keep going forward. You don't have a boss man above you pretty much saying, hey, by the way, get back to work, right? As mom, we're home. We're here with our children. It's a beautiful blessing. And sometimes we just see it as that. We don't see it as actual work. Versus I see it as work. I see it as I have my dishes that need to be done. I have my laundry that needs to be done. I see it as work, and I see it as I'm being paid $1 million to keep this all, right? I'm getting paid the most significant amount of money in order to do this. And that's not to say that money motivates me to keep my house clean, because I'm not being financially compensated to keep my house, but that's how much I value it. Like, you know, if you're being paid a good amount of money, like, you're going to show up to work on time. You're going to show up early so you're ready for your start time. You're going to show up in clothes that like look appropriate, right? Like, you're not going to just show up in like beat up clothes, you know, shaggy looking shoes. You know, you're going to show up the way you're supposed to. So as mom right now, a t-shirt is the best option for me. Why? Because I'm constantly on the floor with my children. I'm constantly cleaning my house, right? So the whole point of this video is to show you the resources that I use on a day-to-day basis to get myself where I need to be here recording this for you. It didn't just happen overnight. It happened because of these systems. Because I took the time and the effort to put these things into place so I can have the time to be here with you. So I hope that this just encourages you today and educates you and motivates you to start looking into ways to really use your time effectively and efficiently, because it is there. You know, it's a beautiful thing, and once we hone in on it, it's like gold. It's beautiful because you can think so much clearer, so much more than just mom. And that's the whole purpose of my channel, is to help you think more than just mom, just wife, right? You're a beautiful person and you have beautiful abilities, so use those. You don't have to just be stuck in this little space. So I hope that this helps you today. Make sure that you're checking the description box below and you're heading over to changingchelsea.com to see all of the resources there as well. And make sure that you're liking, subscribing, commenting, the whole bit, because it does really help the algorithm say, hey, we like her, and let's get this pushed out to more people. So I will see you next one. Bye, guys.